Every cell in your body carries the same DNA. Yet cells do not behave the same. A neuron does not act like a muscle cell, and a skin cell does not think like a brain. The difference is not the code itself, but how the code is read. Cells never read the entire DNA at once. Most of it stays tightly packed and silent. Only specific regions are opened when needed, while the rest remains closed and protected. When a cell needs to perform a task, it opens a small section of DNA. That section contains instructions for making a protein. This process is called gene expression. Expression does not mean changing the DNA. The sequence stays the same. What changes is whether a gene is active or silent. To activate a gene, the cell uses molecular machines. These proteins bind to DNA, recognize patterns, and begin copying information into a temporary message. That message is called RNA. It carries instructions from the nucleus to the rest of the cell, where proteins are built. In this way, DNA is not used directly. It is referenced. Like a master blueprint stored safely, while working copies are made when needed. Different cells activate different sets of genes. A muscle cell turns on genes for contraction. A neuron turns on genes for signaling. A blood cell activates genes for transport. The same genome produces many cell types because each cell reads a different chapter of the same book. Timing also matters. Genes can turn on briefly, stay active for years, or remain silent for a lifetime. Development depends not only on what genes exist, but when they are used. This system allows life to be both stable and flexible. Stable because the code is preserved. Flexible because its interpretation can change. And this is why identity does not come from DNA alone. It emerges from the dialogue between the code and the cell that reads it. In the next episode, we will explore why even people with nearly identical DNA can grow into entirely different individuals.